It's not just the Army Act that may be applied in this case, but a civilian inquiry by the CBI under the IPC is what is being looked at. I want to now for the moment shift focus to the other big story we're tracking here on the broadcast. The independent MLA of J&K, Engineer Rashid, who'd earlier hosted a beef party. He faced an ink attack in the capital. He's made yet another controversial statement. This time he said Jammu and Kashmir is not an integral part of India, just like Pakistan occupied Kashmir is not a part of Pakistan. Not only that, he goes on to say there should be plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir. In these remarks, the MLA is actually comparing Jammu and Kashmir with Pakistan occupied Kashmir. What's surprising, these remarks are coming from an elected lawmaker of the state.
बिल्कुल सीधी बात है। पूरा जम्मू कश्मीर एक डिस्प्यूटेड इलाका है। आज़ाद कश्मीर पाकिस्तान की शाहरख नहीं है और हमारा कश्मीर हिंदुस्तान का अटूट अंग नहीं है। एक रायशुमारी होनी चाहिए। 24 सीटें पहले ही हमारी असेंबली में आज़ाद कश्मीर इलाके के लिए है। उनका अपना प्राइम मिनिस्टर है, अपना प्रेसिडेंट है। हम इसीलिए मानते हैं आप जमीन के लिए मत लड़ो, दोनों कंट्री एक पुरअमन तरीके से मिल बैठ के मसले का हल निकालो ताकि यहाँ मारामारी बंद हो जाए और इंडिया और पाकिस्तान तरक्की कर सके, चैन मिल सके, आपको इन मुसीबतों से निजात मिल सके।
Engineer Rashid now joins me on the broadcast. I also have BJP's Hina Bhatt. I have senior journalist Rahul Jalali with me on the broadcast, someone who understands Jammu and Kashmir extremely well. Engineer Rashid, I want to come to you first. Sir, you're an elected lawmaker of the state and you are saying Jammu and Kashmir is not an integral part of India. You're paid for by the Indian taxpayer. How do you say that J&K is not integral to India, sir?
Sir, I hope you will give me a few minutes. For God's sake, try to understand what I have said and why I want to say. When you say that Jammu and Kashmir is integral part of India, but at the same time you say that the area occupied by Pakistan is not Pakistan's part, it becomes dubious. For God's sake, try to understand. There are 24 seats lying vacant in our state assembly which are reserved for the Pak administered Kashmir. The United Nations resolutions are there. India and Pakistan have time and again agreed that we will resolve the issue peacefully. There is Shimla agreement, there is Tashkent agreement. Prime Ministers from Jawaharlal Nehru to Narasimha Rao and then Manmohan Singh, Narendra Modi, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, everybody offered that sky is the limit and promised to resolve the issue. I said that the best way
everybody said Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India. Engineer Rashid, you are the only one who says it's not integral part of India.
Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish, sir. Sir, allow me to finish. What I want to say is that the government of India has itself promised a plebiscite. It was President Jawaharlal Nehru who went to United Nations. What wrong I have said?
And nobody after that said it. So the situation has changed. Nobody after Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru has talked about plebiscite. You are an elected representative in 2016. You are parroting Pakistan's line sitting in India.
It doesn't mean that the issue is over. Sir, it doesn't mean that issue is over.
Who pays your salary? Government of Pakistan.
Every day in Kashmir.
Who pays your salary, sir? Who pays your salary? Government of Pakistan.
Allow me to. No, we are paying taxes also. You are using our resources. For God's sake, have a positive debate. Have a good debate. Let us discuss.
No, we want to have a good debate. But we don't want Pakistan bogey or plebiscite. Hina Bhatt, you agree with Engineer Rashid when he says that we pay taxes so he can parrot Pakistan's line on plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir?
No, how it is Pakistan is lying, Rahul? How it is Pakistan lying? Let people of UK also exercise their franchise. Maybe people of Jammu and Kashmir may opt for India also. Why are we afraid?
No, we are not afraid. We are not afraid at all, sir. But let me get Hina Bhatt to respond. Let Hina Bhatt respond. I'll come back to you for more. Hold on, sir. Let her also speak. Go on, ma'am.
Mr. Rashid, you cannot say we are not the integral part of India. You are the elected assembly member from Jammu and Kashmir. You have taken part in the democratic process of 2014 elections. You cannot just say that Kashmir is not the integral part of India. By this you are violating, you are provoking people. Already you know how things are in Kashmir, and by saying this, what are you trying to prove by saying this?
Rahul Jalali, do you agree with Hina Bhatt? Do you agree with Hina Bhatt when she says he's provoking people? He's provoking people in Jammu and Kashmir.
No, it is not like that. I am telling you the truth.
I personally
and if that
feel,
truth is provoking people, I hope
Engineer
Rahul
Rashid,
will agree with me. We want a peaceful
maybe
settlement of
Engineer
the issue.
Rashid,
And the thing
Not
beyond
by
that-
these statements that you're making, sir. You do not want peaceful resolution by these statements.
Why are we afraid of a plebiscite? We have promised Jammu and Kashmir a plebiscite.
I understand.
If you say 80% people have voted, then
Mr.
we should not be
Rashid.
afraid.
Mr. Rashid, can you hear me also?
By
Look,
giving
Mr.
such
Rashid,
statements of a peaceful
firstly,
life,
Hina,
isn't
just
it
a
enough
second,
for
please.
10 years, 20 years of
Yes,
Kashmir
yes,
being
yes. Let's
suffering?
not go into that
Yeah,
debate.
please.
Firstly, plebiscite is a dead question.
Exactly.
The manner in which plebiscite was introduced in the United Nations General Assembly does not exist. The ground reality today is very different. You cannot hold those resolutions anymore. And you are very well aware of what I'm talking about, Engineer Rashid. So for you to raise the question of plebiscite, the manner in which it was taken up by the United Nations is nothing but raising the red herring. I don't think it makes any
Rhetoric,
sense.
you are parroting
because-
Pakistan's line.
because- no, no,
Why
tell
are you
me
the solution.
parroting Pakistan's
Tell me
line?
the
No, no,
solution.
Engineer Rashid,
Tell me the
Engineer
solution.
Rashid, hear me out.
you see, let
Will you
me-
get Kashmiri Pandits back in Jammu and
Let me-
Kashmir?
Gaurav-
Will you get all the outsiders
Gaurav-
in Pakistani?
Gaurav-
Hold on, sir. Will you get all the outsiders out of POK from Gilgit and Baltistan for plebiscite?
No, firstly,
And then
will-
Indian Army will occupy that
will
area.
Gilgit and Baltistan be allowed to become a part of Jammu and Kashmir?
Exactly.
Pakistan had separated this area.
No, we are against that.
You know,
we
so
are
the
against that. We
ground
don't want
reality
Gilgit
to hold
Baltistan
a
be part of
plebiscite
Pakistan.
does
We
not
don't want that.
exist.
We
And you
condemn
are
that.
well aware, Engineer Rashid,
We condemn
that the
that and we
plebiscite
ask the
resolution
government of
would take
Pakistan
place
not to merge
only
Pakistan.
when Pakistan withdraws its troops from Pakistan occupied Kashmir and also the area which it calls Northern Territories. Secondly, plebiscite will take place under the limited presence of Indian Army. That is very much a part of the resolution.
Are you
So,
aware of all of
eh,
this, Engineer Rashid? You are an engineer by
Well,
profession. Are you aware of
Yes,
these ground
so
realities?
don't you think it is time, Engineer Rashid, you asked Pakistan to
Absolutely,
withdraw
yes.
its troops from POK?
That is what I am saying. Ask
You are
United
not
Nations to
saying
do
that.
that.
You are not saying
If
that,
Pakistan
sir.
has
You are
humanity,
saying that
let
on
them do
TV
it
in
also.
Delhi. You are
Let
saying a different
Pakistan
line in
also do
Kashmir.
the duty, what they are supposed to do. Sorry?
In Kashmir, you have a different line. When you are sitting on a national channel, you have a different line. Will you tell people in Jammu and Kashmir
Oh,
that
no,
for
no,
plebiscite
no,
to
it is
happen,
not like that. I
Indian
have been
Army has
saying
to
this thing
occupy
right
what
from
is
the day
today
one.
Pakistan
Since last
occupied
7
Kashmir?
years, being an MLA does not mean that I am depart from telling the truth. So you
No,
have
no,
to
but tell the
hear
whole truth.
and face it out.
Tell the whole
Ultimately,
truth.
we need a
And
solution, sir.
moreover, you see, when you look at Kashmir, Engineer Rashid, you also know it. Kashmir, there are two sorts of politics. One is the politics of separatism. One is what we call mainstream, of which you are today a part. So you have got to decide what language do you choose. The language which you are talking, which
No, but
you
being
now say
mainstream
you are
doesn't mean
not,
that I should not speak the
suggests
truth.
that you should
Sir,
be
Rahul
honest to
Jalali
your
ji, I have
politics
highest regard
and
for
join
you,
the
but
separatist
being a
camp,
mainstream
which
man doesn't
means
mean
you
that
should
I should
resign
not
from
speak
the
the truth.
assembly.
Exactly.
Being mainstream doesn't stop me from
you
telling the
can't
truth.
have the
And
cake and eat
Respond
it
to
too.
this.
Kashmir needs to be
Respond to
resolved.
this.
1 lakh people have died. We have lost everything.
No, I
No,
don't
but
disagree.
you have laddu in both your hands,
you
sir.
can't have the cake and eat it
You
too.
can't have the cake and eat
But
it
you
too.
can't have peace in the vacuum. For that, you need to resolve the issues.
Now to resolve the issues, you need to talk like a mainstream politician and not like a separatist. And for that you have to decide,
Tell me
are
what
you
India
a
has to
mainstream
offer. The
politician
government of
or are
India
you a
doesn't
separatist?
Listen to the things we have been. Rahul ji, for God's sake, tell me one thing. NC government passed an autonomy resolution. It was thrown
Well,
to
I'm
the
not going to
dustbin.
go into
It
that
is
debate.
Government of
Look,
India, Union of India,
I am just
which has made
suggesting.
violations.
Well, I know what autonomy resolution was passed. I
Sir,
know
you are once
that
again
I
changing
have
the
gone
goalposts.
through all that. But that is not the topic today, Engineer
Restoring
Rashid.
autonomy.
No,
It is not
Engineer
my fault.
Rashid, we are
You
not
have a
talking
history of broken
autonomy today.
promises.
We
Why
are not
you?
talking
Hina
self-rule.
Bhatt,
We
Hina
are talking
Bhatt,
about
in
your
your
statement.
opinion, Hina Bhatt,
So
should
then
there
will
be
you
a
talk
case
in the
against
doomsday?
Engineer
When will you
Rashid
talk
for
autonomy?
talking
You
about
are just buying the
plebiscite,
time
for saying
because you are
J&K
very
is not a
weak
part of
argument to
India?
defend.
Hina Bhatt.
See, already Engineer Rashid has been creating issues from a long time, since the beef issue was there, then getting manhandled with a BJP worker in his
Ma'am, what do you mean
constituency,
by beef issue?
then
What
again
wrong I
the
have
ink
done?
issue, and now again
Do
this.
you mean that BJP people
Right,
should enter my
right.
kitchen
I
and
think-
I
Come tell me this. You were the other day
No,
in
no,
Pulwama.
no, we're not talking about
No,
this.
Engineer Rashid, the other day in Pulwama, you were threatening a BJP worker by saying, Lashkar se uthwa denge. I will tell the Lashkar, are you an overground Lashkar worker?
Absolutely not.
Are you
That's
in
not
touch with
right.
terrorists?
Don't divert the debate. Don't debate the debate. If I have said anything like that, why police didn't took action at that time? Absolutely wrong. Even I couldn't see that man. He was using so abusive language against me.
I really want there
saved
should
him
be
from the
a
writ of-
police
So
action
you will
against
then hand him
Mr.
over to
Rashid.
Lashkar-e-Taiba?
He
What are you?
He's really crossing his
No,
line
I have
now.
never said
He's
it.
really crossing his line. Being an
No, I have
assembly
never
member,
said
you're
it.
saying
No,
that
ma'am.
Kashmir is not
Ma'am,
the integral
for
part
God's
of
sake, don't
India.
be like a puppet.
You have no right to sit in the assembly then.
Ma'am,
Please
for
better
God's
sit with the
sake,
separatists then, or go
By
to
crying, you
Pakistan.
cannot avoid the facts. Why?
No, no.
Why should I go
If
to
these are your
Pakistan?
facts,
should I
why
go to
don't you
Pakistan?
resign
Who
from
are
the
you to
J&K
send me to
assembly
go to
today?
Pakistan?
Why
Kashmir
don't
is
you
my
resign?
motherland.
Why don't
I
you
live there.
resign?
It belongs to me, it belongs to you.
Why don't you
should I
resign from the assembly?
If need arises, I will resign also.
Resign
Why
then.
should I resign? My
Resign.
people have given a
Announce
mandate.
on India Today
No,
that you are
why should I
resigning from the
resign?
J&K assembly.
Why should I?
Because
Why
you're
should
a
I?
separatist.
Why should I?
Because
I will
you
tell
don't
at
believe
the
in the
floor
Indian
of the House
Constitution.
That you need to resolve the issue. And
Because you don't
seeking
believe in the
resolution of
Indian
Kashmir
Constitution.
issue doesn't
Because you
mean
don't
that I am
believe
a traitor.
J&K is an integral
You
part
have
of
to
India.
listen the
You
truth.
have no
You
right
have
to be in the
invite Gurriya
J&K
people.
assembly,
You have been
sir.
talking to Pakistan also about resolution. So when we say about Kashmir issue, we are being labeled as traitors. This has been the tragedy with the government of India
No,
and
no,
the media people. You
don't
can't
change the
decide Kashmir
goalpost.
issue on
I
TV
will not
channels.
let you change the goalpost. On this channel, you do not change the
No,
goalpost.
no, you are wrong.
You
sir.
started by saying
Sir,
Jammu
you
and
are
Kashmir
wrong.
is not an integral part of India. Do you maintain that?
I am saying that
Do you maintain that
POK
J&K is not
also-
an integral part
Sir,
of
listen to
India?
me. I am saying that it is unresolved. You need to resolve it.
No, 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 no.
Resolve it.
No,
You
no,
need
no,
to
no,
talk
no,
to-
no, no,
yes,
no, no.
you need
Now
to
you're
So
talk
who's
changing
to
my
going to
stance.
resolve
You
it
need to
by
talk to
such?
Kashmiris. You need to talk to mainstream.
I think as far as the question
ma'am.
of talks with Pakistan are concerned, you're very well
You don't have
aware
a solution.
that India
If you
and
don't want a
Pakistan
plebiscite, tell
have
me what is the
established-
solution.
No, Engineer
Tell me
Rashid,
what is the
you are
solution.
very well aware that India and
Sir, tell me what is the
Pakistan
solution.
have established contact. The two prime ministers have met. After that, Pathankot happened and things have taken a backseat, but we haven't called off anything. And fact is, Engineer Rashid, my honest advice to you is, if you are really interested in talks with Pakistan, statements which you make time and again jeopardize these very talks which you are promoting. So I
No, no, but
do
is he
not think whether
promoting?
you are...
Who pays your
Sir,
salary?
sir, we
Who
welcome
pays your
the
salary?
Pakistan,
Who pays your
but
salary?
not
India or
I think you have to
Pakistan?
be careful
Because it is
about...
No, no,
Kashmiri
Engineer
Muslims.
Rashid, let's get a
That is
couple
the
of facts
Kashmiri
very
Pandit
straight
are
on the
Muslim. We are the
broadcast.
sufferers. What I want to say that Hindustan और पाकिस्तान को अपनी दोस्ती मुबारक हो, but why should we get killed at our own soil? We are dying since last
No, no,
25
can you
years,
talk?
rather 60
No,
years.
no,
But thank God what
Engineer
is-
Rashid, now you are once again changing the goalpost.
We are dying here.
Let's stick to
We
one
are
issue.
dying here. We are living in a very highly militarized zone.
You are living in a militarized zone because Pakistan is creating terror in Jammu and
Let us
And you're
Kashmir.
resolve the
promoting
issue
them.
also.
And you're promoting them.
Exactly. Go on, Hina, but respond to what
ma'am,
Engineer
don't tell
Rashid is
I
saying.
don't need your certificate. What is your worth? You have lost your deposit, Mr. Hinabat.
You
What
are
is your worth?
promoting.
For God's sake, try to
Okay, it's
understand what I
fine.
am saying.
At least I'm talking
Who
about
has
the
given you the mandate?
nationalistic
Being a
line.
BJP
I'm not
lady,
making
you
fool
can't
of Kashmiri people.
Deny everybody,
I'm
everything.
not talking.
Don't deny
I'm
facts.
not
No,
making a
don't
fool
deny
of
facts.
Kashmiri people.
Don't deny facts. I don't want
This
to
is
talk
not
to
the
you.
fact. The way you're going to fool Kashmiri peoples more. They're
No,
sensible
the
enough now.
fact is that Jammu and
You
Kashmir
are an
needs to be
independent
resolved.
candidate,
It's a
means people
humanitarian
have
problem.
given a
We
mandate
are
to you,
dying.
but
You
not
are
to make
suffering.
fool
I
of
am
them.
suffering. Every
By
Kashmiri is
talking
suffering.
about Pakistan
India
and
Pakistan are
Pakistan
also
and
suffering.
separatist line.
If
You're not
anybody
supposed
is
to be
well-wisher of
please
India,
resign
they will
from
advise
your
government of India to
assembly.
resolve the issue amicably. And you can't run away from the issues by calling everybody a traitor. We are not traitors. We are well-wishers
But you
of
are
India.
talking,
We
you are
want India to
talking the
prosper.
language of
We want you to get
Pakistan.
your resolution.
No, no, but explain this to me.
talking their language.
I
No,
want
I'm
to
not-
get to the
I
bottom
am not
of
a
this. I
Pakistani
want to get to the bottom of this, Engineer Rashid, for a moment. When you talk about plebiscite, is this rhetoric, or do you think that Indian army will one day occupy what is today Pakistan occupied Kashmir? Kashmiri Pandits will come back, outsiders will
occupy
leave
them?
Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and then there will be plebiscite. Is that what will happen?
Will you allow me a minute, sir?
Yes.
Sir, will you allow me a minute, please?
course.
Calmly, please. listen to my submission. If Pakistan needs to withdraw from that part of the Kashmir, if UN resolution demands so, they must. We will appeal them also to do that.
When did you last appeal to Pakistan to withdraw? When did you last appeal to Pakistan to withdraw?
Yes, I will. I am making appeal to Pakistan through your channel that they should withdraw. And we have been telling it time and again. I will tell it at the floor of the House. We will also protest against Pakistan's intention
When is
to
he
make
going to
Gilgit
say this
Pakistan
on the floor
integral
of the
part
House?
of
Can you give it time?
fifth province of Pakistan. We are not Pakistani puppets.
Very
Engineer
good.
Rashid,
You are not a Pakistani puppet. You are saying you are not a Pakistani
No,
puppet.
very good. But
Very
Engineer
good.
Rashid,
So will you on the floor of the House say that Pakistan should leave POK? Will you? Are you giving me a solemn commitment here on the broadcast?
If it is required, yes, definitely.
What do you mean if it is? Which means you don't know the history. You don't know history of Jammu and Kashmir.
I will say that.
See, the plebiscite resolution requires
You are a Kashmiri who's bleeding, who does not know the history of his land.
They must withdraw.
So when are you going to say this in the assembly?
When will you say it, sir? When will you say it?
Being an MLA doesn't mean that I should not tell the truth.
Then when will you say the truth, sir? Will you?
Yes,
will you tell Pakistan to withdraw from POK on the floor of the J&K Assembly?
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely. I will tell them if UN resolution demand that. Yes, we will. We will. If a plebiscite is held, they have to move. They have to go. They have to vacate. We will ask them to vacate. Why we will not? Why we will not? We will ask them. We will ask them definitely.
Very good. That is one positive step. But for the moment, Hina Bhatt, I also want to ask you, why was Engineer Rashid, who is an elected MLA, independent elected MLA, not permitted to go to Republic Day function? It is his right. He was invited. He has right to be heard when he says, I had an invitation card, but I wasn't permitted to go.
I'm really not aware.
No, I was kept under house arrest,
First of all, if he has got the invitation, if he has got the invitation card, that means he was invited. That means nobody is stopping him to go to the Republic meet, whatever function he was called. So from where he was not invited and from where he was stopped, where in between he was stopped, I'm not aware what was the reality of the situation. But if he has got the card, then he has all the invitation.
Okay. Engineer Rashid, you want to respond to this? Go on, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes. What I want to say is that I had received not one card but 3 cards. One from Deputy Commissioner Kopara, one from Divisional Commissioner Kashmir, and one from Assistant Commissioner Hadwara. The day I got up in the morning, there was a large contingent of police and CRPF who had cordoned off my house in Jawahar Nagar. You can confirm it from your channels and from other sources. What the hell was going on? It was my prerogative whether I would have gone there or not, but they didn't allow me to come even out of my house. So it was so bad, and they taught me the lesson of democracy. If this is democracy, then for God's sake, tell me then what. If
no, what do you mean? If this is democracy,
run by the police.
Sir, were you duly elected? Were you duly elected by the people of Langate in North Kashmir, sir? What do you mean? If this is democracy, were you elected, or were you chosen that you were a puppet of somebody, so you were chosen to represent that constituency? You are not a puppet.
No, for God's sake, what I want to say is that it is not a democratic spirit. They should have allowed me, they should not have restricted my movement. I have not allowed any protest or something like that.
Now, Mr.
They have
Rashid,
given me a card also. I want to say that this is the bold...
Let me interfere.
Yeah,
yes, go on.
Let me interfere.
Go
Right
on,
now,
Ms. Bhatt.
there is a governor's rule in Jammu and Kashmir. So there is no government, neither BJP is controlling, neither PDP is controlling. There is a governor's rule. So who he wants to blame that they didn't let him reach the Republic Day meet.
Okay. Now
there is a governor's rule right
I
now
also want to come
the
to
police,
the other
the
aspect,
governor.
aspect of this debate. You know, you, Engineer Rashid, you have now, do you concede your call for plebiscite was wrong? You're saying that J&K is not an integral part of India is wrong. As an elected representative, you should not be saying these things?
For God's sake, give me a minute. For God's sake, let us help in making the bridges rather than creating divisions and other things.
Sir, you are the one creating a division.
The best way to resolve the Jammu and Kashmir. No.
You are creating a division.
Allow me. Please, for God's sake, give me. If you want to listen, I will. If you don't allow me, I will not.
Go on.
The government of India, please listen to me, the stand of government of India is that the Pak administered Kashmir is integral part of India. It is fine.
It's called Pakistan occupied Kashmir,
that
sir.
whole of the Jammu and Kashmir
Pakistan
is their
occupied Kashmir.
Sir, please allow me.
Pakistan
allow me.
occupied
you can't
Kashmir.
claim that that
Sir,
part
on
is their
my
integral.
broadcast,
Sir,
on my
allow
show,
me to
we
listen.
use correct
There are
terminology.
also elected MLAs. They have also passed a resolution that that Pak is a jugular man. So we are challenging both. We say that the best way is to ask the people of Jammu and Kashmir. If we claim that 80% people have voted for the assembly, for the
What do you
parliament,
mean
for the
if we
panchayat,
claim
why are we afraid
you
of
are
voting a
one of
election?
those elected?
The issue will be resolved once for all.
Rahul Jalali,
Can I-
The
he
issue
is
will
one
be
of those
resolved once for
elected.
all. Why are we afraid?
Why are-
If
what do you
say
mean
that
if we
80%
claim?
people have voted and
Well,
government of
I
India
think,
doesn't come out,
I think
with an
Engineer
alternate
Rashid has
solution
got to
the
make up
dispute.
his mind.
You don't even restore the autonomy.
he has-
If you don't have a solution, then the best
Engineer
solution is implementing the
Rashid-
resolutions.
No, you
Engineer
are
Rashid,
engineering dissent.
When you contested elections from Langate, you made an
No, it is not
announcement
like that. It is your
you
choice how
are.
you interpret it.
Excuse me,
I
let me
don't
finish.
care.
Let me remind you your words. You reminded your
Sir, yes.
electorate that you are fighting the election to work for them, to bring them benefits, employment, etc., to bring them better governance. You did not tell your electorate that you are contesting elections to hold a referendum. So I think what you should
For
do
God's
is make
sake,
up your
PDP
mind.
and NC didn't.
Make
They
up
have
your
also
mind.
promised
What do
autonomy
you
and
want to
self-rule.
do? If you
So,
want
no,
to give
no,
a
sir,
call
please.
for referendum,
An MLA
then
has
you
addressed
should
the political
then
aspirations
you
and
should
sentiments of the
join
people.
the ranks of
He
the
has to-
separatists.
He has also to
Resign
discharge
from the
his duty
assembly.
by
Please be
satisfying their
honest to the
conscience.
people of Jammu
He has
and Kashmir.
also, for
What
God's
do you
sake,
want to do?
No,
You
don't.
No, but respond to Rahul Jalali.
I
Rahul
have to
Jalali raises a
represent
fair
the
point.
Indian
Okay, Rahul Jalali, let's get him to
the right
respond to this.
perspective.
Respond to this.
Either you talk about bringing good governance, which is what you did, or you talk of referendum.
So
and if
what
you
are you-
talk of referendum, then
Yes.
I would suggest the best place for you
Is to join the separatists.
Yes, sure enough, they are there.
And
resign from
let's get this very clear.
please.
No, Engineer Rashid, are you a separatist or are you
Allow
a
me to
mainstream
respond,
politician in Jammu and Kashmir?
Allow me to respond.
Yes, sir.
Allow me to respond.
Yes, sir.
I am a realistic person who wants everybody
No,
to
I'm
live
talking
on
realism also.
No, yes.
One thing. Number two, when Rahul Jalali says, sir, please, I have regards for everybody, especially Rahul Jalali ji. I have highest regards for him. When he says that
Thank you very
I
much.
should either stick my agenda to development, that is very fine. But how can you achieve development without peace? And peace is only possible if you address the political aspirations of the people.
No, so
There
you are
every
saying
day
peace will
there are
only come if there is
breakdowns,
plebiscite.
But
You are
no,
saying
allow
peace
me,
will
allow
only
me,
come
allow
when you
me.
are saying
Jammu and
that Jammu and
Kashmir
Kashmir is
a
not an
state
integral
like
part of
Bihar,
India.
Rajasthan or
In a
Delhi.
case like this,
People are
Hina
dying.
Bhatt,
They are
why
dispute.
should
You
action
can't
not
deny.
be taken?
You
Why
can't
should
deny.
action not be
What
taken
will
against
Hina
people
Bhatt
like
say?
Engineer
You have been
Rashid?
inviting who
How
has to
long
talk.
how
You have
long
been
will
in
the
talks with
BJP
Pakistan.
PDP
You
government
claim
stay quiet in
area
the
under
state?
Pakistan's control to be your integral part. So you can't eat the cake and have it too. You have to resolve things. And being an MLA doesn't stop me from telling the truth.
No, you're not telling the truth. That's the point.
Why is then PDP asking
Mr.
about
Rashid,
self-rule?
Mr.
Sir,
Rashid,
why is
can I
PDP
ask you
asking
one
about
thing?
self-rule? Why is
Mr.
MC
Rashid,
asking about autonomy?
None
Why
of
is
that is a
Sajjad
part
Khan
of
asking about
plebiscite.
achievable nation
None
rule?
of that is a
Why
part of the
BJP
bogey
asking
you
about
raised, sir.
abrogating Article
Hina
370?
Bhatt, I want you to respond. Hina Bhatt, you are from the state in
I have every right
respond to
see
you. Respond
your
to him.
resolution is to be implemented in J&K.
Respond to him,
Mr.
Hina
Rashid,
Bhatt.
can we, yeah. Mr. Rashid, I just want to ask you one thing on this national channel. Maybe whatever you speak in Jammu and Kashmir and you speak something else in Delhi. I just want to ask you, do you agree that Jammu and Kashmir is the integral part of India or not?
Who are you to tell me these things? Everybody knows that Jammu and Kashmir needs to be resolved.
I am the Kashmiri, I am the Indian to ask you.
You can't do like that. What is your word? You can't say like that. I say that Jammu and Kashmir, whether this part of Kashmir or that part, I too am a Kashmiri. We have suffered. We have lost 80,000 lives. Are you representing Delhi and Kashmir or Kashmir is in Delhi? Today you are a BJP lady, tomorrow you will be somebody else. We are Kashmiris. We need to resolve Kashmir issue.
No
you are
problem.
you are
Right now I'm a BJP person, so please
For
Are you
God's
an
sake,
Indian
tell
first?
BJP, tell Modi ji
Are
that
you an
you need
Indian
to resolve
first?
Kashmir rather than keeping them in good mood.
No,
Don't try to
are
be
you
in
an
good
Indian
mood, sir,
first?
Delhi. And
Yeah,
and
yes,
I
but
think
I'm
that is
first.
right. Ma'am, when you say that I
Respond
say
to
something
this,
else in
Engineer
Delhi,
Rashid.
what I am saying in Delhi, what I say in Kashmir, I say it in Jammu, I say it in Delhi.
No, you do
and
not.
I will say
I'm
it
simply
everywhere.
No, you do
You're
not.
an assembly
And if you
member.
think,
You
then
are
why
the
don't you resign?
elected
If you
member.
think Jammu
So
and
do
Kashmir
you
is not an
believe
integral
that
part
you
of India,
belong?
Why should I
why
resign?
don't
You
you
have not voted
resign?
me to power. Sir, you have not given me mandate. My people have given me the mandate.
If your people have given you mandate, that mandate is to be office for good governance. It isn't for separatism.
My foot, I don't care.
Is your mandate for separatism?
If telling truth is separatism, I love to be a separatist.
So you are a separatist. Then why don't you resign from the state assembly? Resign from the state assembly.
I am a separatist.
Resign from the state assembly.
I am not a separatist. Why
of course you are talking like a separatist. You are parroting Pakistan's line.
No, I am telling you the truth.
No, this is not the truth. You are talking half-truths. You are talking half-truths.
No.
This is the half-truth. You are misleading the younger generation of Jammu and Kashmir by half-truths.
Why are you talking to militant commanders? No. Hurriyat is running an office in New Delhi. Why are you forgetting that?
No.
Why are you forgetting that?
No, but if you don't believe...
You have talked to Hurriyat. You have talked to militants also. You have discussed autonomy. You are discussing self-rule.
And you don't think Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India?
We are not
closing comments. Closing comments. Is Jammu and Kashmir an integral part of India? Closing comments. Engineer Rashid.
Yes, I will tell you that this part of Jammu and Kashmir and that part of Jammu and Kashmir under control of Pakistan need to be resolved. You need to give Kashmiris the right to choice if they want to be part of India or if they want something else. If you have a weak argument different, that is your fault, not my fault.
He is talking the language of separatists. Should action be taken against him? Hina Bhatt, in your opinion, is this sedition?
Should
action be taken against him?
Wasting your time. Go and do it.
Definitely. I think he has been revoking previously also.
You are a BJP proxy in Kashmir. Go and do it.
What do you mean BJP proxy? Please be respectful towards ladies on my show, sir. You will not cross any limits of decency on the show, sir. Let's be very clear about that.
I want to help India.
No problem. First be an Indian, then talk about the parties.
Absolutely.
No, you are not.
Absolutely. Hina Bhatt.
Please be an Indian.
Rahul Jalali, closing comments to you, sir.
Well, I think Engineer Rashid will be doing Kashmir and everyone else a great favor if he makes up his mind about where he stands. He either joins the separatist rank, and fair enough, there is nothing wrong. There are so many. Or if he is in the assembly, then he should not be so confused as he is appearing today. I think he's got to make up his mind.
Should I keep mum and say that we should
between this and that, which is what has happened.
We will never resolve the dispute and we will continue to be.
Look, resolution of Kashmir issue is not your agenda.
Have some pity on
well, you want it, good for you, but that is not
Sir,
your agenda.
it is not pity, it is development that we are looking at. It is development and not the divisive agenda that you seem to be pursuing in Jammu and Kashmir. I have run out of time on the broadcast. Engineer Rashid, Hina Bhatt and Rahul Jalali, for the moment, many thanks for joining me on the broadcast. We sincerely hope good sense prevails. We will continue to track that story very closely. He's been stellar in his performance at Adelaide, unbeaten at 90. So we had a Virat Kohli fan in Pakistan, a Pakistani national, who then had Virat Kohli's posters out in a big way. And
when there is an issue of keeping the conscience of this nation, we will not go back from that. And I will not go back to the past to tell you what you have done. But we believe what we did is the right thing, and we will make sure that